So there's a lot of buzz surrounding the new Wonder Woman game, and from what I'm hearing, there's plenty to be excited about. So let's dive into it. So Wonder Woman was initially announced at the Game Awards 2021, and there hasn't been many substantial updates on the project since then. But we know that the game is being developed by Monolith, but we haven't seen them back in action since 2017's Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now, many fans like myself are understandably anxious to see more about this project, and finally we have received some cool details courtesy of Nick Baker and John Clarke. On the latest episode of the Xbox Era podcast, they mentioned a few things about the game. So one of the things that Nick stated was that at the moment what I'm hearing is that Wonder Woman is currently 30 frames per second, but as they're pushing for a performance mode to be there, as Gotham Knights did not have a performance mode. Now I think this is easily fixable. I mean, this game is definitely not going to release anytime soon, definitely not this year, so they have a lot of time, to kind of work on the performance aspect of the game. I think the game is going to look just fine. I get that, every time somebody hears Gotham Knights, they they get a little upset, but I think, even if this game is, using a similar model in terms of visuals like Gotham Knights, I don't think that's really going to be an issue. I think Gotham Knights looked good. I think most of the issues that it faced were related to the performance and the gameplay itself. I don't think that this is going to be a deal breaker, because if you look at Monolith's previous titles, Middle-earth and Shadow of War and Mordor, they were not visually groundbreaking, right? So I mean, a lot of these, the appeal for these games came from the Nemesis system, which is also going to be in this game. Now this is super exciting, and I think they have to, this system has not been used a lot in gaming, so it's good to see that it's going to be used again and it's going to be back in action in this Wonder Woman game. There was also uproar about the game being a live service, but that has pretty much, been debunked now by Warner Brothers, who actually came out and they pretty much just said that Wonder Woman is a single-player action-adventure game set in a dynamic open world, and it is not designed as a live service game. So, I mean, look, I think this kind of announcement is unusual, but I think given the reception of Suicide Squad and how many fans were unhappy with it being a live service game, I think it's understandable that they want to come out and make sure that there's a positive spin on this game. I think it's good that they are doing this. I don't think we want any live service element in this game. So alongside this, there will also be mini bosses, mobs and bosses similar to Gotham Knights, along with the looting elements. Now personally, I don't think that's going to be a major issue. I mean, it doesn't surprise me also, because if you played the previous games, you know that Monolith does have a looting system in place. As long as they do not have loot boxes, which I don't think they will, I honestly think we should be fine. Overall, I think I'm looking forward to seeing how Monolith is going to, make this game work, especially with the Nemesis system, and how much has that system evolved over the years, because we haven't seen it and being used in other games. So Wonder Woman is expected to release somewhere in 2024, so I think there's plenty of time for them to kind of work on all the aspects that were mentioned on the podcast. So let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, are you excited? Are you cautious? And as always, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, happy gaming.